Well, for those of you that were in a hurry, I hope you caught all of that. And now for those of you that are relaxing and are not such a rush, here is what was going on. The Good News Travelers tagged me, or challenged me, whichever way you want to look at it, to do winter, this or that. And so it's 10 questions, and I have to say which of the two answers I prefer. So I don't get to give my own answer, I have to answer from the two given. So let's get to this, and then at the end I'm going to tag 3 channels to do this as well. So winter, this or that. Question number 1, snowboarding or skiing? Well, I've never been snowboarding, and with my sense of balance I would probably just turn into a giant snowball. And I don't downhill ski either, but I used to. I haven't done it for years, but I used to cross-country ski. So of those two, snowboarding or skiing, I would say skiing. Number 2, snowman or snow angel? Well, I would go with snowman on that one. Snow angels are fun, but I enjoy snowmen because it's something you can do with your family, with your kids or grandkids, whereas snow angels are kind of an individual thing. And plus you end up getting snow down your neck and in your leg. Yeah, anyway. Snow angels are pretty, but I'd go with the snowmen. Number 3, hot chocolate or hot cider? Well, my answer on that one is hot cider, especially if it's hard cider. But yeah, the reason for that is if it's hot chocolate from scratch, I don't mind it. But if you look at the ingredients on hot chocolate mixes you buy, they all have coconut oil in them. And I am deadly allergic to coconut. So if you're paying attention, if you want to bump me off, there, slip some coconut my way. Yeah, so hot chocolate wouldn't be a pretty thing for me to drink. So hot cider all the way. Number 4, knit mittens or leather gloves? Well, I'm a glove person, so I would go with leather gloves, unless the temperature got down to like minus 30 or 40, in which case then I might switch to the mittens, just because mittens tend to be warmer. Your fingers are all together to keep each other company rather than separate. But normally gloves. Number 5, ice skating or sledding? Well, the last time I went ice skating, I was about 6 or 7 years old. And if I went now, I'd probably end up breaking my tailbone or something worse, falling on my decrepit old butt and hurting myself. So I'd go with the sledding. The only downside of sledding is having to climb back up the hill when you're done. But sledding's lots of fun. So I'd go with that. Number 6, chili or soup? Well, I love both. But on a good cold winter's day after coming in from sledding, building a snowman, and whatever else you might have been doing outside, I'd go with the chili. And nice hot bowl of chili and some homemade cornbread on the side. That's a good meal. So I am a chili guy. Number 7, being cozy outdoors or being cozy indoors? Well, I used to years ago go snow camping, and that was great fun to sit around a campfire, a big bonfire outside, and talk with your friends and sing some songs, etc. So when I was younger, I would have picked outdoors, but now in my dotage, I would pick indoors. Give me a good book and a cup of hot cider and a nice fire in the fireplace, and I'm happy clam. There we go. Number 8, earmuffs or stocking caps? Well, in Canada, we call a stocking cap a toque. From the French, because we have the French-Canadian influence up here, and a good number of our citizens are French-speaking in Quebec, and even in in New Brunswick. And other areas of the country actually have quite a few French-speaking people in Saskatchewan as well. It's a pretty language. But anyway, from their influence in Canada, we call what you call a stocking cap or a watch cap, we call a toque. Now, having said all that and given you a little language lesson, I would go with earmuffs, and that's what I wear most of the time. I have the kind that wrap around the back of your head. And the reason for that is normally when I put on a hat, unless it breathes really well, I begin to sweat. It just traps too much of my heat in, and it's like sitting in a sauna. So I go with earmuffs. It has to get pretty darn cold before I'll put a toque on. Alrighty. Number 9, s'mores or marshmellows? Well, I like both, but s'mores I find are way too rich. I'm not really a huge chocolate fan. don't mind it. It's got a nice taste, but it's not top on my priority list of things to eat. And there's nothing quite like a nice roasted marshmallow. So when you're sitting out there around the fire with your friends, you can toast a marshmallow. And so I'm a marshmallow guy. And number 10, Winter Olympics or Super Bowl. Well, I'm in Canada, I'm Canadian, and I never have been a huge fan of football. I do support our local CFL team, which is Canadian Football League, the Saskatchewan Roughriders. So if the question had been Winter Olympics or Grey Cup, which is our equivalent to the Super Bowl, I would say Grey Cup all the way. But it asks Winter Olympics or Super Bowl. Well, nothing against the NFL, great sports league, but I would go with Winter Olympics, partly because a good variety of sports, and I can pick and choose what I want to watch and don't want to watch. But so that's my answers: skiing, snowman, hot cider, gloves, sledding, chili, indoors, earmuffs, marshmallows, and Winter Olympics. Now I have to tag 3 other channels to do this, to answer these questions. And so my 3 choices are, and I hope you guys watch this, otherwise you won't know, right? So my 3 choices are Susan's Creative, a fellow Canadian. So Susan, you're challenged. And my next one is a lovely lady, well, Joy, Susan's a lovely lady too, sorry about that. But Joy Steward, Joy out there in the west of US, I think you're in Oregon if I remember rightly. Joy, you and Bubba can sit down and answer these 10 questions. And another great channel, if you haven't checked any of these channels out, you need to do so. So Susan's Creative, Joy Steward, and the Fun Fresh Family. They really are fun. I actually asked them if they would adopt me as their 63-year-old child. And I think the answer was no, but they didn't come right out and say it. They were trying to not hurt my feelings. But anyway, I still love them dearly. They're a great family. So the Fun Fresh Family, you need to answer these 10 questions. You can just do one of you or all of you or however you want to do it. It's up to you how many people. So those are the 3 channels: Susan's Creative, Joy Steward, and the Fun Fresh Family. Now, I will put the 10 questions in the description of this video so you don't have to go back, watch it again, and write them down. And I will put links to these 3 channels in the description as well, so that those of you who are watching, if you want to go see their answers to the 10 questions, you can do so. So the challenge is to Susan's Creative, Joy Steward, and the Fun Fresh Family. And after you've answered the questions, you have to tag 3 people to take it on from there. All right. And in case you don't tune in again between now and that lovely day, I wish you all a happy and blessed Christmas and a very happy and prosperous 2019. So from my home to your home, stay safe, take care, and God bless.